Today I'll be introducing to you what the World's Prep Series is. Now, the Cheerleading Worlds is a cheerleading competition in Orlando, Florida. It'll be taking place April 24th, 25th, 26th. I think those are right dates. I'll be leaving on the 21st, so join me in my journey as I prep for the Cheerleading Worlds. For my Worlds Prep, I will be prepping, trying to get lean. A couple things I want to say before I begin my series and anything that will relate to the World's Prep. One is I am not a certified, personal trainer, nutritionist. I'm just your normal college girl that likes, focusing on eating healthy and working out and, different ways that I can stay healthy and look my best and feel my best. Another thing I want to say is that I don't count macros. I have counted macros in the past, but I don't like it. It feels to me, it became too restrictive for me and I was so focused on numbers. I would like to call myself an intuitive eater. I listen to my body. When I'm hungry, I feed it. I eat till I'm full and I just watch what I eat, portion control, and I focus on getting the fruits and vegetables, the grains and micronutrients, protein, all the things that I need. I just focus on getting them. But I don't, if I want to go out and eat, if I want French fries, if I want ice cream, I'll get it, but just within moderation. I do want to say that like working out, like having a proper diet and eating healthy, it takes time to see results. Personally, I have started my World's Prep on February 19th. That's when I started, getting back into the gym, eating healthier, and I worked up to being able to go to the gym, 3-4 times a week in addition to practice. So that's just something I want to put out there, that I did not just start my World's Prep, today, April 1st. I have been working at it for, a month, a couple of weeks, and I just want to put that out there. I want to make this series so you know that for those of you that want to start the lifestyle change, it's not going to be perfect by, April 21st or April 23rd, but it's a good way to start it and getting to feel your best. Now, some of you might be wondering, where do I get my information from? I started to get interested in, health and fitness and just living an overall better, healthier lifestyle in about 2013. I was a senior then, so, I started, getting interested in cooking and eating healthier and, looking up different things that I could eat that would taste good and that are good for you. And then ever since then, I have always been interested in reading, just random health articles on Google. If I have a question, like when I heard that, fats, proteins, and carbs worth, I looked it up and then I read a bunch of articles about it. So I want to say that I'm like partially self-taught because, I look stuff up, I read, and then also I do watch, other YouTubers, if there's anything health related that I can watch, I'll watch it and I'll just take information from there. Now, what you do have to learn is that when you find information, you have to find it, or no, you have to understand it, you have to think about it, but you can't just take it exactly for what it is. You have to use your judgment, and if you don't think something's right or you're not sure about it, look it up, do more research, but don't think the first thing you read is exactly, what it is supposed to be. I have been, working on this since 2013, not my World's Prep, but, just seeing what works for my body, because everything is different for everybody's body, and just because something I do, it's not always going to work for you. So you do have to figure out your body, see what works for it, and just go from there. If you find something that works, stick to it. If you find something better that works, try that. If you want to try something out that's new, try it out. And if you find something that doesn't work, then just don't do it. What I do isn't what you have to do. And that's what everybody needs to realize, that let's say because I do 20 minutes of cardio, 20 minutes of cardio might not do the same for you. There's just so many different factors that you have to take into consideration. Okay, so today we're going to talk about some of my favorite things that I like to keep, in my apartment, in my fridge, just things I like to always have that are great for when you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle or lean down. As I talked previously in this video, I'm trying to lean down and just look and feel the best I can for the Cheerleading Worlds. So here are my favorite staple foods. The first thing that I always like to have is oatmeal. And the first one is Oat Fit. I found this one at Target. My favorite flavor is the cinnamon roll, but I've also had the maple brown sugar. And they come in like these really long sleeves, so they would be really good if you know, were in a college dorm or something. You just cut it off, you pour the oatmeal in the bowl, and then you fill the water up to this line. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, to this line. And then that's how much water you use for the oatmeal. And for me personally, when I look for oatmeals, I look for oatmeals that don't have a lot of sugar in them. A lot of times I found in the normal like flavored ones is that there's a lot of sugar. Personally, I don't want to have like a bunch of sugar in my oatmeal. I personally think that these taste the same as like any other like normal flavored kind, but these ones have 0 sugar. And then the other kind of oatmeal that I like to have is I use the store brand, but store brand maple brown sugar, but it's the sugar-free kind. You're cutting down on all the extra sugar. Cutting down sugar in my oatmeal was, I felt, definitely helped me and didn't make me feel like super sluggish. It has 0 sugars as well. Let's see, 0 sugar Greek yogurt. I usually have the individual little cups, but I really like Greek yogurt to have just like 1 cup in the morning because I'm usually in a rush if I'm going to class or doing schoolwork. I like the Greek vanilla one to have like, you know, granola and strawberries with. And then I also like the Boston cream pie one. I like the tiramisu one. I've had, I think, every flavor. The only one that I could say that I really didn't like was the caramel apple pie one. That one was limited edition. I think I like pretty much every flavor. They always have like, you know, like a decent amount of protein in the yogurt, you know, no fat. And they really always keep me really full. And I really like that. I always have eggs on hand. I feel like eggs, they last a decent amount of time. I think eggs are a great protein, well, egg whites are a great protein source. Recently learned is that the egg whites are where the protein comes from, and then the yolk has fat in it. So with this, I'll probably usually have like 1 yolk and 2 egg whites. Now, something else for a protein source that's fairly cheap, and that's always easy to just have and last a really long time is bagged tuna. Now, I get the tuna that's in water, and these I think are just really filling. I'll eat it with like some crackers. I always put a little bit of light mayo in it, mix it up, and then it's perfect. It's really quick. You just pour it in a bowl and then mix it up and it's good. Some people think that tuna smells weird, but I personally, I don't know. I don't eat this all the time, definitely not. I definitely think it's good to have on hand for a quick snack or if you haven't gone grocery shopping, but it has 13 grams of protein. This is a great protein source to have on hand all the time. Now, as you know, I'm a normal girl. Like, you know, we get cravings, especially around that time of the month, that I'll crave something late at night, or I'll crave something on the weekend, or I think, oh, I've done so well, I just want to like eat something good. But sometimes that it's like too much, or sometimes I want to have a healthier alternative. So things that I found that have helped me curb my cravings or satisfy them a little bit are lean cuisine meals. Now, personally, I really like the lean cuisine. It's the sesame chicken one. You can see the picture. It's like breaded chicken and noodles. I think this tastes really good. I think it tastes like sweet and sour chicken. And whenever I crave Chinese food, I want to have all the extra stuff. You don't really know what goes into the Chinese food that you buy. And with these, I found normal Chinese, I normally feel like after like sluggish and just, that's how I'm craving, and then I don't feel sluggish or gross afterwards. Some other ones are the chicken bacon ranch flatbread melt. These I found are really good for replacing pizza. I really like how the bread gets all like fluffy. It's like a little flatbread. It comes flat and then you cook it on the little like gray surface and then it crisps up, but it's so fluffy. It doesn't taste like cardboard. This is what this one looks like. These are both pretty much around in the 300 calorie range, which is pretty good if you compared it to, what you would eat at a Chinese restaurant or a piece of pizza. Some other things. These are these are the Power Crunch protein bars. These are literally so good. As you can tell, I literally only have one left in the box. I buy these in the bulk. I got them actually when they were on sale at, I think it was Vitamin Shop. They were on sale and I got the peanut butter fudge flavor, And I also got the vanilla cream flavor, and these are so good. I always have one of these in my backpack for school or my cheer bag. They're a great snack. They're super filling, and they're so great to have on hand. These ones remind me of those nutty butters, or the nutty bars that you would get like in a big package. The chocolate and peanut butter wafer cookies. I think they're like Little Debbie's or something, but these remind me exactly of them. And then the vanilla cream ones, those I think are my favorite. That's why I finished that box before this one. But I really like those because they're really creamy and they remind me of vanilla wafer cookies. They're so good. Other snacks I like to have on hand are rice cakes. Rice cakes are very low in calories, and I really like them because the chocolate ones, they actually have like chocolate chunks on them. I think they're pretty filling. I also like to have the plain, these are the caramel ones, by the way. I also like to have the plain ones, or like the lightly salted ones. A really good carb source that I personally like to have with chicken and a vegetable are these Uncle Ben's Ready Rice. I really like these because you just like break it up, because it's usually one hunk, and then you rip an inch on each side, pop it in the microwave for a minute 30, and it's done. Perfectly cooked rice. I really like the jasmine flavor. I honestly don't know how to explain it other than it's like tasty white rice. And the last food item is, I love cheese. I love cheese fries. I love cheese in my eggs. I love cheese on meat. I just love cheese on everything. I just love cheese. And using a lot of cheese can be a lot of fat, or if you don't get like the right kind of cheese, it just will add up over time. So what I found really helps is fat-free cheese. I do not feel guilty about this. I don't feel guilty about eating all the cheese because I know it's not terrible for me. I don't have bananas, but I'll usually have bananas on hand. Now, the next stuff is some condiments that I always like to have on hand that I feel save me some calories, but also like help make your food taste, is cooking spray. I found that these save me a bunch of calories because I haven't found myself using, you know, a slab of butter or some oil. My food doesn't stick. I just use this. Now, Walden Farms, and this has nothing in 0 calories. This, I slab a bunch on, and I think it's the same, and it tastes pretty. I can't believe it's not butter spray. Now, I don't know why, but the spray has 0 calories per spray, but if you get it in a tub, I think it has like 40 or 70 calories in it. I don't really know what the difference is, but I use the spray. 2 other things that I like to save calories with that are just everyday items is, one is reduced sugar ketchup. Normal ketchup has so much sugar in it. I'm gonna like use condiments because I love dipping stuff in ketchup. I'm gonna use the reduced sugar one. You know, if you use a bunch of these all at the same time, you're eventually cutting extra calories from that you would normally have been eating. Is honey mustard. Exact brand tastes like any other honey mustard I've ever tasted. Like if I get at a restaurant or whatever, this stuff is so good. I think it tastes exactly like any other honey mustard that you would get, and it's like so much less sugar, but it's so good. Things that I like to save calories with, always have on hand. So that's where I'm gonna end the first World's Prep Series vlog, and I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!